Yo, what is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I have a little bit of a special video for you guys today. I ended up playing against John Wilkin, who got second place at the 3v3 YCS Vegas with, I think his teammate was Ryan Yu and somebody else I do not know. But he played Brandon Despia in that event, and I'm playing Brandon Despia, a very similar deck list to his. Not the exact same, but very, very similar. So if you guys want to see my deck list that I played in this match against the second place person who got YCS Vegas. Let me know down there in the comments, and 15 likes on this video. That's all I'm asking for. 15 likes on this video. I'll show you guys the deck list. Anyway, let's hop right into this game. And this is on my way to 1,000 rating on DB series. And we'll just get right into it. I hit him with the good luck, have fun. I shortly realized who he is because I watched DB Grinder and I saw him play against Karibo Overlord, and he was saying it was John and stuff. And then I went to his profile after it was him. So pretty cool. So opening hands, he won the die roll. I got Fusion Deployment, Crossout, Tragedy, Aluber, and Ash. Honestly, a crazy hand for the mirror match, but you guys can see that he's on 60. So he's on like a different type of build. So he has Allure, Nib, Brandon Fusion, Cartasia, and Chain in hand. So let's go ahead and start with this out. He starts with Brandon Fusion. I go Chain Ash Blossom. He goes Allure, draw 2, banish Edge of Chain from hand. Then he goes Albion, sends Retribution, puts to the bottom, draw Imperm. And then I tell him congrats, by the way, because after he started playing, I realized that this was John. Yeah, John. And then I say congrats, by the way. Thanks, Duelist, with a heart. So nice and nice. So we go Fusion Deployment, Effect, and we're going to reveal the Gargoyle and summon Cartasia, normal summon out. We're playing around this Imperm that he has in hand. So we search for Brandon Fusion. We also have the Crossout Designator for Ash. Also having Crossout in the mirror is just, like I said, it's ridiculous. Crossout in the mirror is crazy. So we go Brandon Fusion, send a Luber, send Soranir, make Lubellion. Lubellion 1, discard Tragedy, Soranir 2, and we're going to go ahead and dump Retribution there. And then we're going to put back for Mirror Jade, of course. And then before the 5th summon, we're going to get some damage in because Grand Eagle's 25 and this is 33. So we go Battle Phase, attack for 3,000, attack for 33, 18 and 15. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He has, like I said, Imperm and Nib. So I go main phase 2, and he goes, or I go Blazing Cartasia effect, go into Masquerade because he's on 1,700 life. So I'm thinking, okay, you got 1, 2, 3 card effects that you can activate, brother. And then so we just go into Masquerade, set 1, attempt to leave main phase. End of main, he goes Nibiru effect. And I could have gone for Guignol there, but like I said, he's on low life. So at this point, he would only have 2. If he didn't have Nib, he would activate 3 card effects. So that was my reasoning behind going for Masquerade. And then I chain Mirror Jade and then send the Albion from deck to grave. And then that gets tributed, defense mid, 2,500 defense. And then think if Mirror Jade, I do end up activating Mirror Jade here. So yeah, so I have this coming back. I got a lot of stuff actually. So still in main phase, we go Tragedy to reset Retribution because I have 2 fusions that mention Fallen of Albaz and Grave. So if he has like Brandon Fusion or whatever, Abystial, anything that special summons, red, literally anything, I can put these 2 back to the grave or back to my extra deck and negate and destroy. So that's what I go ahead and do. Target red, Retribution, and set it. And then we go end phase, and then we go Albion effect to set red from a deck, and then add back Cartasia to hand. And then Mirror Jade's going to wipe her in the end phase. And he says 99% of players wouldn't trage there. Love to see it. Albion is fine. And then I say, been watching. I've been watching. DB Grinder and him posted like a branded getting coached session type thing. And I watched that. It was pretty cool. And then he just scoops there. So I ended up getting the dub on the second place YCS. I almost say YCS champ, but second place YCS. So he draws Ash, Super Poly, Merc, Lost, and Imperm. This 60 card build, brother. You can't see a starter. And I got too many starters. So he just goes ahead and sets 3. I'm getting notifications out the woo, bro. Come on, bro. I stopped working on my little 9 to 5, bro. I do Instacart, if you guys know what that is, bro. I do Instacart, and I came home because it was dead. I was like, all right, let me just record this quick video. And now all of a sudden it wants to pop off when I start recording. But anyway, we go to main 1. To be honest, I wasn't expecting this Super Poly, but we go Cartasia effect, normal summon Aluber effect, and we search for Fusion. Fusion comes to hand. We activate Brandon Fusion. He chains Ash. We chain Crossout. Crossout is crazy. He says, "Fuck my life, you're good." And then I said, "You told me to main it, so I mained it." So in the video with him and Grinder, he was talking about how he mains the card now, and everybody's playing Ash, so it's like, why not main it? Like, just main it, because I main deck Book of Eclipse too and Ash, so it's like might as well main Crossout because everybody's playing Book of Eclipse and Ash, so might as well main Crossout because if you resolve Brandon Fusion, you're basically lit. So right here, I go for Dragoon, and maybe the best play was just to go for um yeah, this is a crazy super poly. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe the play was just to go for Mirror Jade or something, but he goes, and maybe I should have used the Cartesia on the Lubellion summon, but it is what it is. And he goes into Proskinion, which is just super poly in the mirror. Is ridiculous. You guys know this. And then I can't respond. He brings back my Dragoon, and he searches, and as Albion, the Shrouded Dragon in hand, and then I quickly realize that's GG's. He says that was probably the best super poly I've ever resolved, and I said, yeah, taking Dragoon is wild, and clearing my entire board, and I can't respawn, and on summon you take Dragoon and I can't respawn, and you're getting a surge. Just like, yeah, I just lost that game. So my hand, Branded Fusion, Gold Sark, Ash, Lost, Albaz, pretty good hand. He has Dark Magician, Fusion Deployment, Aluber, Gold Sark, and Allure of Darkness. So I go main phase 1, no Ash Blossom, baby, in sight. So I'm like, let me just go for it, bro. Branded Lost, Branded Fusion, let's go for it. Let's go for it here. Because we still had the Expulsion play. We could go like, actually, no, we didn't have it. We didn't have it. So we needed this Brandon Fusion to resolve. So we go Lubellion 1 and Tragedy 2, discard Albaz, and then Brandon lost 3. Brandon lost 3, so we add Mercurier here. And then we go ahead and think a little bit, add a Luber. I have normals, so we add a Luber. And then put back for Mirror Jade. And then we normal summon a Luber, search for the Expulsion so we can't get stopped on the Albion, just a guaranteed Expulsion to hand with the keep going symbol up. And then we Mirror Jade, banish with the Albion, banish the Gimmick Puppet with Gold Sark, so we have both of those banished so we cannot get belled. And then end phase, we're going to set red, so we got a lot going here. Also Ash and Merc in hand, pretty nice. Albion effect in the end phase, and we end up not setting red because I want to use this Tragedy to reset. I also could have just grabbed back the Albaz, but Retribution's not, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. And then if I don't resolve this, then I can like Retribution. Actually, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, if I don't resolve this, I can Retribution, negate like Branded Fusion or something. If this doesn't resolve for some whatever reason, he has Crossout or whatever. I also have Ash, and then I'll just be able to add back Branded Fusion next turn. Because if I don't resolve this, then I can't get the Aluber search for Branded Fusion. So having this to be able to stop something, putting those two back to the extra, and then being able to grab Branded Fusion again for next turn is fine. But I did have Ash as well, so I thought I was chilling. So we go Expulsion, Tribute, target both of the banished, and then he goes Soraneer, but I don't have a monster, so he can't. And then I bring back Aluber, give him the Gimmick Puppet. I use the effect to search for Brandon Fusion. And then, yeah, so I searched for Brandon Fusion. I debated on taking red in case he did have like D-Barrier or Ash. Because D-Barrier and Ash on the follow-up, you guys will see, will hurt me really bad. So I should have grabbed red so that I could, at least worst case scenario, get a fusion. Because like I said, I had access to Branded Fusion with this, also with this. Well, I'm not going to be able to use this turn anyway, so I didn't have Branded Fusion access with this, but I did have it with Tragedy. But I also wanted to double Expulsion, so that was the play. But red might have been better because, I don't know, it is what it is. Then he goes, banish Mercurier, search for Albion, that's fine. And then he goes Albion, send Retribution to grave, put back draws opening, normal summon Aluber, effect to go ahead and search for Brandon red. He's going to try and play out my turn a little bit. And then he goes and activates opening, discards the Dark Magician, search for Tragedy. And then he goes Allure, which is pretty nice. This is pretty nice. Allure, draw 2. Draws into Nib Super Poly, banishes Tragedy, Tragedy effect. Search for Adlib. Okay, that's fine. And then just battle phase, attack. Can't summon. So he sets Super Poly and red. Has Nib in hand, so Bestial. Fine, fine, fine. And then I draw Dark Magician for turn. And then I said I should have got red because I was thinking he has to have an Ash, bro. All those draws. He is playing 60, but all those draws, bro, like he has to have like an Ash, a D-Barrier, or something. Because D-Barrier, if I got D-Barrier here, then red would have been the right choice. That's why I say should have got red. And then we go Albion effect. We can hard make a Mirror Jade here. Yeah, so let's go Albion effect and then Lost Chainlink 2 to search for Cartesia. And then we banish, Fawn of Albaz and Mirror Jade for Mirror Jade. And then I think a little bit. And then I say Battle Phase, attack over a Luber. And then I go Mirror Jade effect, send the Rinbrum to banish the Gimmick Puppet. And that's fine. Attack for 25. He thinks on that. He activates Sorinir. And then he targets Rinbrum. And I think on that. And then I give him the thumbs up after a little bit of a debate. I was thinking because like I could have Merc negated this. I could Retribution negate this. Like there was a lot of things I could have done, but I decided to just hold it. I was like, it's not that big a deal. I'm going to just keep it. Because if he was going after the Albaz, then maybe I would have negated it. Because my plan is to bring back Cartesia in main phase 2. And then, yeah, just keep playing that way. And then, so we go Cartesia effect to summon. Cartesia effect. And then I think on that. And then I go for Guignol here. So Guignol effect. Then we just go ahead and send Adlib there. And then we go Tragedy to reset Expulsion, which is fine. And then I go End Phase, Albion. Now we're going to reset the red. We do have Adlib engraved now, so we can bring back another Mirror Jade. So we got a lot going here. Adds back Cartesia in the end phase. He draws a Nib for turn. He did a little shuffle, and I thought that meant he doesn't have anything in draw phase, but he does. He has the Super Poly. So he's going to Super Poly for Dragostapelia. And then I still have plays because, like I said, I set red. And then we're going to go ahead, activate the Mirror Jade to wipe the board during the end phase because it left the field by an opponent's card. Still in draw phase, we get the Adlib. We fusion summon away. We banish the Dark Magician, I believe. Banish the Dark Magician to go ahead and summon Masquerade. And then we go Adlib effect. And then I'm thinking if I want to chain, and I do want to chain. I forgot to trigger Lost, but I meant to declare Lost and then trigger that. Summon Albaz, summon out Gimmick Puppet. And then give him the Gimmick Puppet. And then that's why I was asking him there. I can't bring that out because I didn't summon it properly. Summon back the Mirror Jade. And then I say, did I lost? I said, did I lost or am I tripping? But I meant to declare Lost on that. So he was cool about it. He said, yeah, you're good. And then new Chainlink, Albaz, discard, Cartesia, Predaplant to negate, Tri-Brigade Mercurial to negate that. And then we synchro with our fusion with his Dragostapelia, which is a dark. And then we make Lubellion. Lubellion effect discard. And then we're going to go ahead and make Dragoons here. So put back. And he says, yeah, GG's, bro, GG's. He did have red set, but at that point he couldn't special. I also had the Retribution to negate the red. Yeah, I just had a lot. It was a great game. He got double gimmick puppeted. The man who brought this to light is now getting hit with the gimmick puppet. But it was honestly a great game, bro. I was really happy with this game. But yeah, man, if you guys enjoyed this video, definitely let me know. Ooh, excuse me. Definitely let me know down there in the comment section below. Shout out to John Wilk. I think that's his name, John Wilkins. Again, congrats for getting second place at the YCS Vegas. Thank you for showing me this gimmick puppet. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.